Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of the Dojo. And I have a couple of new faces with me. So, how about you guys introduce yourselves one by one, and we will get started.
Jacob, you gonna start or should I go first?
Well, I suppose, yeah, first we can. I
I
suppose we
told
can
you
go.
we do things crazy.
Right, on
Yeah.
that we can go first. This is Jacob from the Geek Talk Society, and down on the left is my boy Ty. And yeah, we're gonna start the stop the ass kissing and start the ass kicking.
That's right, my friends. Because they are both masters of ninjutsu, okay?
I
And
try.
Okinawan karate. So, watch
I
out,
try.
you guys. Watch out. They're going to teach you quite a few things.
I did a tai. I did a Tai Chi class with my mom. Does that count? Like, yeah. I didn't take part. I watched, but yeah, I got some kick-ass moves. So, hiya.
Nice. Thank you guys for coming on. And we also
Thanks for
have
having us.
Sensei
Thank you for
Flip.
having us.
Flip, Hallmark, you guys gonna go?
Yeah, I'm here. Is the alien head guy paying attention?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I just want to say, Hadoken, Cowabunga dude, and Lego my ego.
Yes, that was
MNT.
Shellback.
Nice.
Well, that's hard to follow. So yeah, well, it's flipped out hanging with these new fellas. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, Hallmark. And
Pleasure.
hanging with my boy Rant in the Dojo. Glad to be back. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. Thank you guys for joining me. Seriously.
Oh, anytime.
Oh man. So let me ask Jacob first. Who is your most favorite character in Cobra Kai?
Johnny, definitely Johnny. I mean, the fact that it's not just the fact that he's the lead of the show in a way. It's the fact that it's taken a character who you thought was just the opposite to Daniel and really stretched him out and kind of painted how I viewed the original version of Johnny, if that makes any sense. And William Zabka has just delivered such a fantastic performance throughout the seasons. That deserves a lot more credit, and even the way Johnny just sort of, he's got this sort of vibe where he's not only just anti-PC, he's just like an old man, it's like when he's in the pub with Daniel, he's like, oh, I follow her on, I've seen her on Facebook. He's like, what's a Facebook? Wow. Really, Johnny?
Yeah.
Like little things.
Yeah, you're right. Like Johnny, he's just awesome. He's awesome. He really has delivered quite the performance, and how, like you said, they grinded him down, and we got to see who he really was. Amazing. I love how they did it.
My mom says I'm on the spectrum. We don't do that shit.
I don't know what that shit is to get up at pronto.
You're not gonna listen to your guidance counselor. You're gonna listen to me, okay?
Yeah, I mean, like a little bitch, you give me 50 push-ups on your knuckles.
What I love most was when, after Danny left, I think it was the first time, and Miguel's like, "I'm sorry, Sensei, should I do some push-ups?" And he laughs and says,
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, yeah, you could.
Oh man.
Oh.
But all right, we're getting a little bit off topic here. Ty, same question. Who is your favorite character in Cobra Kai?
Yeah, easy one. Well, I think I'll go hand it over to Miguel. To be honest, I have loved this. Like at first, I don't know. I wasn't like I wasn't on like I wasn't necessarily like with like kind of the whole Miguel fan train. But like ever since season 1 and obviously season 2, I've just seen such a growth, and I've just enjoyed kind of following this journey with this character, and I just felt, I don't know, that he's bit by bit he comes out of his shell, like no pun intended, but like he's just ninja in the house shell, total power, but
ninja rap.
Ninja Miguel, but yeah, Miguel, man, I just enjoy it. He's just, he's not too serious. He's funny, and also he's got a lot of morality to him, and like, he does, like, especially with that scene when he hands back Mr. Miyagi's medal. Like, I was just like, okay, that's he's got like, what's the word I'm trying to find? Heart. Thank you. Yeah, he's got heart. And like, he's not, obviously, with him and Johnny, they're kind of moving away from the whole Cobra Kai tradition of like what kind of Krill invented, and like, yeah, you can be a badass at Cobra Kai, but honor is like the main thing. So that's kind of like what I really love about Miguel in particular.
Yeah, same here. Like, it's hard for me to pick. Like, I really love Miguel because, like you said, the way he grows and stuff. And then, like Jacob said, with Johnny and getting to know who he really was, it's really been hard for me to pick who I love the most out of everyone on that show.
Kind of a good show.
Yeah,
it really is.
It was a hard question.
There's no stone unturned in that show. Like, everything they have in the movie, they made sure to put it into the show. Like, and still give us new stuff. Like, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
It's just really good writing. Really, really good writing.
Yes, it is. Most definitely is.
Great.
Those guys, I've been watching The Office, not to change the subject, but I've watched it like all the way through like twice now. And it is just such a well-written show as well. And the reason I bring it up is only because in comparison, the detail and the thought process that goes into shows that are really good, solid shows. I mean, you really know when it's good, and they just really hit a home run with that. And I can't wait to see season 3 either. I agree with Jacob though. My favorite was Johnny, also William Zabka. I really want to see Allie with a Y come in, and Johnny and her make Daniel jealous.
Oh,
like the theory that I was talking about before.
Yeah, you were saying something about that, right?
Yeah, I was saying that no matter, like, in a way, no matter what, if Allie comes back, it's going to mess up. It's gonna mess up Danny.
It's gonna cause a whole world of problems.
Yeah, like, I'm telling you, his wife would get jealous no matter what, because he would be upset. He would.
Especially if she would have joined. Man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh man. Okay, go ahead, Hallmark. Let's go.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be as big of a marriage issue as what you are expecting or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, as far as the characters go, it's like there is almost too much good stuff to pick just one character. I mean, it's like, you got Miguel, who is basically this version or this show's version of Daniel, because he was the kid who was getting himself beat up and all this stuff, but instead of Mr. Miyagi, he gets John Kreese 2.0, or John Kreese Light, which is not bad. Which is actually a good thing, because he, Johnny's like, he actually tries taking the best of Cobra Kai and leaving out the worst,
Well put.
And then he makes the what becomes the mistake of allowing John Kreese back into his life, and which leads us to where we ended up at the end of season 2 with him, getting kicked out of his own place, and that's one of the things that Hawk, Hawk has basically taken the place of Johnny as being the the badass, or
the hothead.
Yeah, and it's I don't know.
I suppose like every character's got a lot of depth to them, like just the little things. I mean, like when they were telling Hawk all the stories about, I used to throw popcorn at babes in the cinema, and he's doing it in the first season. The guy gets upset.
Yeah.
What the? Who the hell?
Yeah, and he's like, "What? No, that wasn't me."
Just kicks that little kid with the glasses.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Oh man.
I mean,
Yeah, I definitely feel like
with Robbie.
With Robbie, oh man, he's gonna have to like be in jail for a little bit or something. I mean, he could have killed him.
True.
How does Robbie redeem himself, you think? Save a life?
Well, the thing is, it was totally an accident, though.
Was it though?
Like, dude, he did not. You saw the look on his face. He did not mean for him to go over the railing.
Well, I mean, if he didn't have all that damn hair in his face, he would have saw the railing.
And
he meant to prove a point, though, at least.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, like Hawk was saying, part of the reason why they're have succumbed to Kreese's tutelage, and gone to his side, is because Hawk was like, it's because you put the idea of mercy into Miguel's head, that's why he ended up taking that fall, is because he
currently sits at 2-0.
He showed mercy to Robbie instead of knocking his ass out and finishing the fight.
That's true.
So that in that vein, did Daniel fail Robbie?
He did, because Robbie has always been secretly a Cobra Kai student. He was always willing to fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting.
I've always seen Robbie as a secret Cobra Kai student that Daniel was hoping to be able to change. Like, he could tell he grew up rough and stuff and all that, but he still never really fully changed throughout all of it. I mean,
he's still who he is.
Dojo, he wanted to go to the mall and start a fight.
I mean, it was such a shame in a way, because
that was
I was rooting for him to really have make me care for him a little bit more, and the scenes where he's at home alone and whatnot, like that kind of stuff made me care for him a little bit more. And then he goes and decides to kick Miguel right over the railing, and I was like, okay, all right, you need some kind of big redemption arc here, because we and you, we're not flying right now, Chief.
That's exactly right. That's what I was saying. It's gonna have to be a good redemption. It's gonna have to be like a life-saving situation, maybe, or I don't know.
Season 3, he becomes a vigilante, like Roman from Endgame. Starts.
I'm just wondering how Daniel's going to feel about his daughter becoming polyamorous, so she can have 2 boyfriends this next season.
This is not the Miyagi the way. Like, what are you doing?
Oh man. I mean, honestly, I think she's gonna end up trying to get back with Miguel because she's going to feel so guilty.
Oh, that's good.
She's just at the epicenter of everything that's drama in the show right now.
It's so good. It's like you don't even realize it's drama. I mean, you do, but it's just done well, I guess.
I always
know,
felt sorry for
while
Brandon
you're
last season.
while you're BSing, you know, being in a cast is kind of a little bit of an aphrodisiac for the ladies. So who knows?
Huh? What are you talking about?
What, you know, because the sympathy thing, you know, they're like, oh, you know, and they.
Not wrong, not wrong.
I'm out of the room. It doesn't count. Shh. Sorry, guys.
What?
My son just
We have
burst
some new
in.
students.
Good night, Klaus.
No karate kicking the door, Splaz. I actually did that. When I was married one day, I was getting something out of the pantry, and I did a spin kick to close it and put my foot in through the door. Man, I spent a month trying to track down a door that exact same size and everything.
Oh, man.
And I did it. I hung it, and then one day, about a week later, I fucking did it again. I did. I thought, well, there's no way I could do it twice. I'll be gentle. I was drunk.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
You
were showing someone how you did it the first time.
That's funny.
Wow.
Well, it was funny to see, I guess, but it cost me a lot of money.
I'm sorry about that. I am sorry about that. I truly am, but that is kind of funny.
And I wasn't angry. I was just doing it to be a goof, you know? Like, shit.
Yeah. I'd probably beat myself up literally a little bit. Probably hit my leg like, you stupid thing. Why'd you do that?
Yeah. I bought it, I found it, you know, and I painted it. I felt like, oh, this is like a thing, like, you know, it's sort of like meditation. I did my spin kick, I put a hole in the door, I found a new door, I sanded it down, I painted it, and like freaking flutes and shit, bamboo flutes were whistling in the wind.
Flip needs like one of those metal plates that they put on doors, you know.
Yeah.
You know, that get a lot of traffic.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
that big team plate, you know.
Kick plate.
Man.
It's called a kick plate. How apropos.
Oh, man.
But
All
yeah,
right.
so what about Johnny Rant? He's a Ronin.
Yeah,
Johnny,
kind of, huh?
he is a Ronin. I mean, in a way, he's become his own master, I would have to say at this point.
You're not wrong. You got a good point.
But I think he's going to try to find another way to just fight Cobra Kai. At some point, he's going to get back on his feet no matter what, because like the rules state, you know, defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it?
No.
Exactly. It does not exist. And neither does fear. So he's going to have to bottle it all up, suck it up.
Maybe 3 factions?
Huh?
Do you think maybe they'll go down the route of 3 factions? Maybe have Johnny have his own crew for a little bit, and then maybe him and Daniel join and then go against Cobra Kai entirely?
Yeah. Honestly, I think Robbie might be the key to that. I think that's how he's going to get redeemed, maybe. Somehow be able to bring Johnny and Danny actually together. But
And then you've got the 3 factions, and then somehow I don't know if it'd be this season, but it's some season. I know I feel like I'm repeating myself from the last stream. Has it been 3 weeks, a month maybe? But seriously, like sort of that ultimately Johnny and Robbie will join Daniel.
That would be good to see.
Yeah.
That would be cool to see.
They might need some more like students to compete with like people like Robbie and Miguel if they were to join forces. Because Hawk's good and he's a good fighter, but in terms of anyone else, I mean, I think Kreese might need a couple more just to even the odds a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna need a lot more. He's gonna need quite a few more.
I realize it may be in the script, or you know that it was in the script, but you know that the last few fights that Hawk has gotten into, he's gotten his freaking ass handed to him.
Dimitri as well.
This is the same theory that I was talking about not too long ago.
when he booted him into the trophy case, I was like, oh, man. It's just the training process of Dimitri. Even Daniel gets pissed off. He's like, you are the most neurotic person I've ever met.
Good word, neurotic.
But we can make it work for you.
And then even in the main fight, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go get a teacher. It's like, oh, damn.
I still have to say, though, like, the two smallest kids was one of my favorite.
Oh, that was the best.
The guy comes by and puts one under each arm, and they're still trying to hit each other.
I don't know, man. That scene when Stingray came in.
Yeah, and everyone's
still come out. What's going on? Don't worry, I got this. And he's only beating up the Cobra Kai kids. I mean, no. I mean, he's beating up the Miyagi-Do kids. My bad. Yeah.
Well, all of it was good. All of it was good. You know, I mean, like the black dude that was friends with the fuzzy-headed white boy. You know.
Oh yeah.
And he freaking gives him the freaking phone book treatment. You know.
Oh yeah, his nickname was Douchebag. His nickname was Douchebag.
Douchebag.
Yeah, it was ass face and douchebag. Yeah.
But you know, when he got up and clocked him at that book, I was. I laughed. Oh man.
Honestly, maybe think of
I mean, that move was so damn good with the book, you know, in the freaking high school hallway of Cobra Kai, that they used it in John Wick 3. That's how good it was.
Oh yeah.
You guys talking about John Wick from Fortnite?
Was.
Oh man.
And don't forget, Terry Silver's coming back.
He really is.
Is that still one of the rumors?
I heard, I think I saw like a tweet from the guy who plays John Kreese. What's his name? And he was. Cove. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Martin Cove.
Yeah, Cove. And he was in a room where Silver was putting on makeup or whatever with the makeup lady or whatever. So I think it's for sure.
And he had a picture on his, I think his Twitter about maybe just before season 2 was being released with him and Mike Bonds. And the actor of Mike Bonds, I think, was it like putting pictures of himself up in the gym. So maybe, you know, maybe.
That would be a good little touch, because that was one of the last things that, well, I don't know, last things, but anyway, that was one of the things that they had Daniel, you know, admit to the kids, was when, you know, he spent that little bit of time with Silver, you know, because he's like, you know, because I used to be a guy. So.
I mean, Terry Silver is the example of a villain who, he's such a cool villain. He's only in one movie. It's just the way he is. He's so like manic.
Yeah, the laugh.
It's the laugh. It's like a another Tommy Oliver, but like a wow.
Oh man, that scene. Oh yeah, he had to paint all over him. He just wah.
Oh, speaking of talk about irony, get him a body bag.
Oh my!
Oh yeah,
poetry.
That was poetry. Yeah, that was just.
I didn't even grow up with this film the way some people did, like back in the 80s, and I was bawling just because it was just the way. It was so timed the way Kreese said, you know, Cobra Kai never dies, and the body bag zipping up. I was like,
another one. That is another one about this show. Like, what better way for him to go out of this world than to have a fight with his karate friends the night before? You know?
That scene was so amazing. All of them. I mean, Johnny's been using his karate of late, but you know, everyone else was just like, "Oh man, I forgot what this feels like. This is
yeah, they get a rush."
The one guy, you know, he hits a dude, and like his face lights up, like, "Oh, I still have it," you know?
Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome.
I mean, I do have a theory of you know, like season 1 opened with the flashback of the kick to Johnny's face. And you know how, like, in the original movies, like, get him a body bag, yeah. That wasn't even there. Like, it seemed like they cut it out on purpose, just to like, so we could go, you got it out.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he was so famous for that one line as well.
And his crazy laugh.
Yeah, that laugh was absolutely special.
It really was. It really was. I've always tried to imitate it.
I just can't. It just sounds like my voice sounds like a broken lawnmower when I try.
Seriously.
Oh shit! They found me.
Oh crap!
Didn't I tell you to hide the shit, man? Like, what are you doing? You get
hide the WED.
I gave it to the undead essay.
Hey, how you doing? Amigo.
Muy importante.
Don't be whipping that thing out around here.
How'd you like that plug there, Flipp?
I appreciate that.
That was awesome. That was awesome. The undead essay is awesome.
Oh man, I could do them all the time, but I have to limit it. I'm working on something completely different, so he'll be back. He'll be back.
All right. Oh man. So let me ask you guys. Wait, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, so that covers Terry Silver, but I was wondering, would you guys be into if they brought in like people like from older karate films and stuff like Steven Seagal and maybe it's just people like that, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I don't know if they'd want to go there, but
I don't know. I would rather them bring in Sato. I'd rather them bring in like Sato or
Chosen, his nephew,
or the guy that he fought in.
Wasn't there a rumor that Chosen committed suicide?
Huh?
Well, I saw a rumor, I think, on a website maybe about a year ago. Because, strangely enough, like when I saw Kyler in season 1, I don't know, the T-shirt that he wore most of the time with like the tree and all that, I was thinking maybe as a Chosen return, like possible. And I don't know, I saw something on a website about Chosen, like committing suicide, not the actor, like the character, like out of shame for failing in front of everyone where he lives and all that.
Harry Carey.
But I mean, but yeah, like either having Sato show up, and like say Daniel goes to visit Miyagi's grave again, and as he's walking up to the grave, Sato is standing there, at Miyagi's tombstone. And
was Sato the man that had to fight or wanted to fight Miyagi?
Yeah.
I remember, and he got trapped underneath the timber,
And Mr. Miyagi, split that bitch in half.
Yoda strength.
But yeah, it was Miyagi's old rival from Okinawa, and then his nephew or whatever was the one that Daniel fought in the arena.
Yeah, I was trying to remember his name. I thought that's the guy that you were talking about.
But either one of those guys, Sato or the nephew, I can't remember what his character's name was. Like if they showed up, and that would.
I mean, when they brought Kreese back, I honestly thought maybe they'd pull a twist and Kreese would actually look for redemption and be this show's Miyagi, but obviously, this is Kreese's character and we want to keep it,
Right. Well, Martin Cove is so damn good at it, though.
He really is.
Really.
Dirty bastard.
Grabbing his tattoo and
yeah.
He just
God. One of my favorite little snippets was when freaking Kreese walks into the dojo.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
And there's this little like tall, lanky kid. The teacher said the future is female, and Kreese just rolled his eyes and goes, Jesus Christ.
Yes, that felt like a message for us.
Yeah, right.
Oh God, that reminds me of the other one when they're doing the thing with their hands, and then he just rolls his eyes and moves his head, and then Johnny just goes, "Quiet!" Oh God, the dynamic of them two is hilarious. I mean, I was watching a clip before I came on. It's when that shop owner. He's like, "It's called America, big boy. Like it or leave it." I was like, "Wow."
Is that you, Jacob, doing an American accent? Like a
Me?
yeah.
Sometimes I slip in and out. It's what I love about Cobra Kai is, I tell people in the UK, and like obviously, I know Tyrone, I know you love it, bro, but like most people in the UK don't really follow it, and it's a shame because it's such a great show. So I have a habit of slipping in and out of accents with it just because I watch it quite religiously.
I like that. That was funny. That was really good too.
Well, I mean, when you have such phenomenal television as the first female Doctor Who.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
what else do you need?
Oh, Christ.
Eat.
Oh,
Eat indeed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shots fired.
Commence the eye roll.
I'm trying to start another revolutionary war between us and England.
You'll only bring us closer together.
Wait, 4 female Ghostbusters? Oh, the feminists must be taking over. Feminine version. Not really. Not really. I like to fix it.
Jesus.
This is what I put on my blog.
Oh, man. So, do you think after Daniel's wife saying no more karate that he's going to actually stop, or do you think he's going to keep on going?
Oh, well, if he doesn't keep on going, then the show is over and we'll all be sad.
Daniel and karate is like Tony Stark and Iron Man. Like that. Daniel wants to let it go, but he can't. Karate is who he is, and
it's because it comes from Miyagi, innit? It kind of changed his life in a way, and that's the center of it is Miyagi. It's the only thing that kind of keeps him connected to him, I think.
Yeah, it really does feel like they're building toward a dramatic situation between Daniel and his wife.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I keep saying it, because no matter what, he's going to keep doing karate, and she keeps saying no more karate. I mean, she's been saying to stop with the rivalry since season 1. And now that this happened in season 2, the more he does it, the more she's going to pull away. I mean, sure, he did that whole little nice thing with in the limo and all that. Oh, remember when we had our opening party and all that? But, how many times can he pull off stunts like that before she's like, okay, you're not listening?
Yeah.
Ali in the mix.
It's like our daughter's in the hospital because she's pregnant now, and we don't even know who's the father. Is it Kyler? Is it Miguel? Is it Robbie? Is it friggin' Bert?
Whoa, wait a minute.
Bert?
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Did I miss an episode?
That train.
Did I miss an episode? What the hell? What's this? What's this pregnancy stuff, man? Come on.
Man, next season she's
are we gonna have to call Maury?
Yeah, we are. Look at who all the baby daddies can be.
You are not the father.
There's got to be a website for that.
Yeah.
And for all we know, Hawk's gonna be the one.
Oh man! Oh,
the baby comes out with a little mohawk just on the top.
yeah.
And a tiny tattoo that's gonna expand.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say like 2 seconds out of the womb, and it's gonna automatically start doing the shoulder roll.
Oh, wow!
The doctor would be like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with this baby?
It's deformed." And then Hawk's just there like, "It's beautiful."
What's up with his lip? I think he looks badass.
See, I don't know though. I mean, it's like
scary. Okay.
The thing with like Sam and Robbie and Miguel and but there's also Tori, and then I know Tori has decided to stay with Cobra Kai, but I think Tori like generally had, a thing for Miguel, there at,
It's still up.
at first, at least, So,
Honestly, I think it was more of a I'm gonna make her jealous thing more than
well,
anything.
yeah, but no, but
Definitely
I'm
the start,
talking
yeah,
about their first meeting, and like when she freaking flips his ass over, and then they just like look at each other like, and it's like,
Googly eyes.
yeah, but no,
I
but
got a voucher for McDonald's. You want to go?
saw when Miguel showed Tori the video with Sam on it and stuff. I mean, yeah, that just intensified her her drive to get Miguel, but then again, like he's there was the kiss, between Sam and Miguel that Tori saw. So I don't know. It's it's like sands through the freaking MF and hourglass.
These are the days of Cobra Kai.
Right.
Wait, no, I got it. Fast Times at West Valley High.
Right. Yeah.
Next season,
Whoa.
Cobra Kai is going to turn into a fraternity. Let me be Cobra Kai for you. Well, what?
Whoa, Johnny!
Alpha
I
for
just
Cobra
ordered
Kai only.
a pizza.
But no, because you said Johnny again. You said the word. I absolutely loved them showing the backstory of basically what made Johnny like the little asshole kid, back in the day. Between his stepfather and Kreese, stepfather and Kreese is what we got in the first Karate Kid movie. That's the Johnny that we got was after those two, because it showed him when he was younger, and he was just I don't know if I want to say timid, but he was kind of timid little kid, and he just
Cobra Kai changed him.
he just wanted some love, man.
Wanted a father figure.
Yeah, he needed that father figure, and I think what's great about it is, as the audience and as the other characters around Johnny, we, from our perspectives and them, we see it as, all right, we know Kreese is going to be up to something. He's a slithering bastard, but to Johnny, that's the father he's always wanted. Despite how he treated him and nearly trying to kill him, he took him under his wing and effectively made his life better.
I guess that just shows Johnny as a person because for obviously having those two crappy father figures like in his life, it's not kind of controlled his way or his path. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, Johnny's not perfect. Like the dude has like a bottle of vodka or scotch every now and then, but it's still the whole part of bringing like Krill back into his life is just even though he didn't have no way and he had no reason, no way to trust him, but he still did because he just felt what he believed that everyone deserves a second chance, and he felt he got a second chance with Cobra Kai, so maybe he could extend the favor. And I really like that part about, and it shows that Johnny has completely grown from the very first Karate Kid movie that we saw him in, so it's nice to see that.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's a natural progression. They're trying to take us on the journey with him. I know he didn't have a good father figure, and I don't see how they could really do that now. I don't know where they would pull that out of or from, but I think ultimately, because I don't know how many seasons they're going to take this whole thing on. I see, as long as the money's coming in, the people are watching, they'll keep it going.
I mean, the subscription's gone to it now. I think they're basing it just on ads now, so they'll just have ads playing throughout it instead of a subscription for it now.
Oh, that's good. But I think that as it progresses, ultimately, I think that Daniel and Johnny will be the best of friends, but by the end of it all. But that could be forever.
There's been signs of that throughout this, the series so far, that they're planting the seeds. With them singing in the car. You know what my mom said?
Yeah, the Oreo speed wagon in the car. Yeah,
when they're singing this. Yeah. she was around when the film was actually released. So she said to me, "Oh, I never would have imagined them to actually 30 years later sat in a car driving to Daniel's old turf, and him saying, oh, how'd that end for you, getting beaten up around the corner?" And
yeah, that's true.
I mean, it makes me watch the original trilogy in a different light, because then I'm just sat there through the first film, like, okay, looking at it from Johnny's perspective, and then after, I'm like, I kind of want to see more Johnny in these other two films, but I know I can't now, and it's just
That's a really good point, Jacob. I always thought that they would have, like when I went to see the second Karate Kid, I thought, well, where's Johnny? And I wanted to see a continuance of that story as well.
Yeah.
It's a good dynamic. It really is a good dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that they couldn't get Dutch back for the reunion, but I think it's the actor said that he didn't want to do show business or something. But you remember the scene in the first one when Daniel was like struggling to get the robe on, and he's like, well, looky who we have here, fellas. Look at friend Danielle.
Hello, Danielle.
Like he was more like manic for me than Johnny. Like Johnny's just composed, and the rest of them are all like laughing and pushing Daniel around, and oh god. He was good.
Yeah, Dutch is he's a psycho.
Remember they're getting ready to fight on the excuse. His head.
He would always just look for an excuse, man. Like he was always ready for a fight.
Yeah.
But I'm glad this series, like the season, they're kind of making it. I just wanted to say that it's not just Daniel, and it's just Johnny. It's just they pay off on kind of two parts, so it's just kind of like you see kind of both sides of the coin in a sense, and it's really good. You see how their lives, and it just kind of basically just kind of what they're up to, and just kind of it makes you man, it just makes you think really, and just to see how some of the traits that that both of them have learned kind of from like Cobra Kai, and obviously Daniel from Mr. Miyagi. I love the part at the end of season 1 where he's just rubbing his hands because like Robbie's injured, and he's just like, medic.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't.
He was thinking, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Like medic? Oh no, maybe not. Okay, so maybe you didn't learn everything from Mr. Miyagi. So
it's all about that first rule.
Baby steps, I guess.
But yeah, playing off of what you had just said, how they showed both sides of the coin. I mean, the very first 2 episodes, the first episode was we got to see what Johnny's life was like, him waking up, going to work, stuff like that, how his day usually goes. And then the second episode, we get to see how Daniel wakes up. You know what I mean? And
right, yeah, it was the rich kid goes poor and the poor kid goes rich.
Yeah. We got to see the dynamic. Like, okay, so this is how they're both living now, and we're gonna figure out how they clash again. And it was it's funny. It's awesome.
It seems like Daniel's just my opinion, but he seems like he's just a little bit douchey. Just this side of douchey.
I see that
all the time.
Yeah.
It's because he thinks no matter what, he's on the right side. Because he's living in the past way too much.
Like he's not the whole douche bag. He's just like the douche nozzle.
Yeah.
His booty whip.
It's not necessarily the bag.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what I love about this show, and I was going to bring this up to you guys as we're all here, is there's certain companies out there, I think you'll know who I'm talking about, where they basically trash all, the old legendary characters in service of new ones. And what I love about
be? Sorry.
You caught it straight away.
Yeah.
What I love about this show is that even if it focuses on, let's say, hell, even Robbie or Sam or Miguel or Alicia or Hawk, or even the little kids with the glasses, you're invested. You're invested in it. You care because they've made the characters so rich and so full of story and whatnot. Whether it's the focus is on Johnny or Daniel or not for an episode, you don't mind because the other characters keep your interest.
Yeah.
So it leads you to have more excitement for where the other characters end up, and you can enjoy the story more overall. It's not just like, oh god, here we go, it's Miguel again.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another one of the good things about this show is they've pretty much an ensemble cast out of basic unknowns, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's you know, obviously, you know, the for lack of a better term, the legacy characters, you know, Daniel, Johnny, Kreese, you know, but like you know, I had never seen the kid that plays Miguel or the kid that plays Robbie or Sam or Hawk. Basically, the only kid that I've seen on something else was Tori. You know, she came from one of those
Hey,
Disney
Jesse.
shows or whatever.
Hey,
you know.
Jesse.
Yeah, that's
That
what it
one.
was. Yeah, yeah,
I didn't watch it.
yeah.
Okay, maybe one
I
episode.
kept saying, "Hey, Jesse," but she never paid attention to me. So,
Just that like the dude on the motorway. Hey, Jesse.
I mean, I even went to Halloween Town stalking that bitch, and she still didn't. Anyway,
Perhaps maybe her character wasn't named Jesse, but I don't know. That's just another argument for another time. Like,
anyway, and I say the B word in the most loving Christian way possible. Okay,
amen.
So save your hate mail. Okay.
Save your hate mail and send it to Johnny's PO box. What's a PO box?
Oh, the hash browns will also get sent there as well. Yeah.
That's a good meme too. That put it on the internet meme. Yeah. That's
What's an internet?
yeah.
Oh, do you remember when he loads up the laptop and he works out how to do it? He's calling the guy with the problems.
Right.
And then
Right.
starts looking at all the web pages and he's like,
and he's like, "Whoa, wait, whoa, what? Oh, look, oh."
He's like, no way. And the guy's just like, look, I'm not a computer store. Like I'm so just
right, yeah.
This is a pawn shop, not the Geek Squad. Figure it out.
It's just the little things that they do like that with the characters that just make you enjoy it. It's not like, oh, you know, where's the fight scene? Where's the fight scene? Like, just the little things makes you just enjoy the characters more. It's just like, it's funny.
Yeah, man. Like when he came into that pawn shop with the laptop, he's like, the kids told me to get an apple and you sold me a friggin' lemon.
Right.
First of all, it's a Dell. That was just hilarious. That was hilarious.
You know, not to sidetrack, but this has made me think of another YouTube show, and that's the bad thing too about YouTube. You know, it's like, you know, because the way that they do, the way that they've done some of the content creators we all know and love, you know, but then they go and they have like this, you know, the original TV shows that they, you know, that they have that are like absolutely phenomenal. So it's like, you know, it just adds to the love-hate relationship that we have with YouTube. But anyway, Wayne. Has anybody seen Wayne?
No.
As in Bruce, he's in Gotham City right now.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm joking. Wait, no, I don't think I've come across
Yeah,
it.
no, Wayne. 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 Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh man, it's only one episode so far, but yeah, I mean you, and especially you, Rant. I know you'll love it. I mean, because it's basically like, I don't know, like a 16-year-old vigilante. You know, I mean, he like one of his friends is like getting beat up a little bit in the hallway, and he sees it right after coming out of the principal's office, no less. Right, he comes out of the principal's office, and he looks down the hallway, sees his friend getting beat up on, and then out of his peripherals, he sees a band geek with a trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts walking, and like mid straight, not even missing a beat, he freaking snags the trumpet from the band geek and just freaking gives like an uppercut to this bully with the freaking trumpet.
Sounds
Man,
awesome.
it's awesome. But
one of the comments for it is the series Wayne explained in one sentence. Thought this was Batman, but this ain't bad either.
A series about a guy named Wayne who's a vigilante. Nothing to do with Batman. I don't know what they're talking about. Like,
All right.
But it's just awesome, and I mean, all you guys got to go check it out. It's like, I think
That's my day off of work.
I think it's about 10 episodes. I think it's about 10 episodes or so. So
binge
Yeah.
Definitely check
a
it
whole
out.
lot.
But I'm waiting for a season 2 of Wayne just about as much as I'm waiting for a season 3 of Cobra Kai. So
Oh gosh. I really don't want to. The writers have done such a good job at making. I mean, it's hard for me to say which season's better, season 1 or 2, but they put themselves in such a position now where their show is so good that season 3, like I can give them a bad season if they maybe do some, like if it's off writing, if that makes sense. But they've got such a hard task of making sure that all the plot lines that they've weaved into this season make sense the next season. And there's so many exciting places things can go, but they've got to make sure, i.e. Robbie's redemption, Miguel's road to recovery, Ali, where.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
I mean,
is there going to be a time jump too?
Oh, that's a good question. That is interesting. I think that
I just know one of the last things we see is that phone laying in the sand, and the screen comes on, that freaking Ali added him to her Facebook or whatever. And it's like,
Can't get rid of the exes.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, maybe it will play right off of season 2, but then like we'll get a time jump maybe a few episodes in, or like half of the season in, something like that.
Yeah. And
just so
the bonus
to recover.
The bonus will be that she still fits in that mini skirt and sweater. Okay. Okay.
No problems here.
I mean, I think Miguel will, for the most part, have. Have you guys seen Creed 2?
I haven't even seen Creed 1.
Not yet.
Well, basically, the guy, Creed's son, he gets beaten the crap out of after, Rocky doesn't want to appear at the fight with him. And then he sort of resents him at first. He's like, look at me. Look at what's happened to me. So I think maybe they could go down the route of Miguel, like, this is what Cobra, I did what you said. I listened to you, and look at me. I'm in this hospital. Like, I have no idea if I'm going to walk again. And he may end up resenting him for maybe the first, half, but because he sees him as the father figure. And that's what I love about the show, is like it's parent figures, and all that. And because he really sees Johnny as his father, I guess, eventually he'll come round to him. But, I wouldn't be surprised at the start if he's resenting to him in a way. I did what you said, and look at me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when he got beaten up in that locker room with lacrosse sticks, and his mom was saying no more karate, he straight told his mom, if you knew him, you'd see he's a great man. I mean, he was pretty much willing to die for her. And you know what I mean? Like,
when he's getting dragged in the house, he's like, Cobra Kai never dies.
Yeah. It really runs deep. It really runs deep. It's crazy. It's just like Mr. Miyagi said, teacher say, student do.
I would like to see So same subject, but I'd say just like I would love to see like this maybe like in season 3, like a nice moment like potentially with Robbie and Johnny, just like I don't know, maybe like
We haven't had that yet.
yeah, like I don't know, weird scenario. Just like Robbie, I don't know. He's like on the run. He's become some like hobo, deadbeat hobo. Like the literally the image of his dad, like right now, and just like I don't know, like Johnny just comes to save him and just like have a nice moment because like yeah, I don't know, just like it'd just be nice to see and just like maybe that could be kind of like the Kickstarter of the whole him
Redemption.
Daniel like the whole redemption, like kind of them kind of taking down Krill and his Cobra Kai and just kind of like clean the slate. That yeah, in that kind of sense. Something
I mean,
like
the actors. I think the actors had a haircut as well, so it makes sense if he's on the run. Maybe it gets rid of the locks, like the classic.
If he's got a mullet like Ronin, I'm just like, really?
He gets like a skull tattoo on his arm and just whips out a sword.
He's just taking down all Cobra Kai and it's just like, why are you doing this? Miguel's spine broke. Yours didn't. Like, and in the rain, you just see Johnny just going like, "Son, there's a way."
You shouldn't
like,
be here.
No, don't give me hope.
Oh man.
Oh God, I love this show, man. Fuck.
And thank you, Jacob, to kind of making me interested in the show because like I saw the trailers at first, like back to the very season 1. I was just like, "What is this? This looks cheap. Like what? Oh, they're gonna bad the name of Karate Kid. It's gonna be Karate Kid 2010, Jaden Smith all over again."
Oh God.
Like,
well, that's how
we don't
that's
speak
how we're
of that.
conditioned nowadays.
We don't speak of that. That's not Karate Kid at all. That's the Kung Fu Kid.
Yeah,
That's
right. I
That
was
is
gonna
not
say
Karate Kid.
With Will Smith.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like that movie, the Jaden Smith movie. I liked it. It was enjoyable, but it had no business being called the Karate Kid.
Exactly. Exactly. The styles are completely different. Karate is karate. Kung Fu is Kung Fu.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like I
would
never
agree.
understood that. I never understood that. They really should have just said the Kung Fu Kid.
It would have made a lot
on the Karate Kid.
I mean, they even
Tell
copied
kids
the story
today
frame
about
for frame.
Oh man.
I mean, you were saying that, Ty, about the when you watched the trailers. I actually looked at something the other day. The first trailer for the first season's about 60-odd million views, which is insane. But the like and dislike ratio, like the like ratio is low and the dislike ratio is high. But on the second season trailer, the views are less, but the like ratio is so much higher. So it shows that after the show was given a lot more of a chance by people, that the appeal is there and people really, really enjoy it.
Credit to the writers. They know what they're doing. They know the story. They got it.
And passion, and that's what I like. And they tell a new story.
Exactly.
That's the important thing.
I mean, there's so many side characters that we all love.
Yeah, they're all unique. They all do like little things. I mean, when Hawk's kicking around the little butt or whatever,
Yeah, but
I need to watch that scene later. It's just the way he's fighting in the boots.
Even Miguel's grandma is just like when you see it, it's just like, hey,
I love Grandma, man. I love.
She's awesome. She is
great.
I mean, the fact that she would make sure that Miguel's mom wouldn't find out about Cobra Kai for the longest time, I was just like, "Yup, she's in."
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what's the fate of I think I was in the stream you guys did like last month or whatever. What's the fate of Daniel's other kid? Not Sam, the
Anthony,
the Halo player.
Anthony.
Yeah.
I just what's gonna happen with him?
I said lots of drugs.
Oh yeah.
Or quick trip to the candy shop and never see him
he,
again.
Didn't he seem to start showing like some little glimmer of interest in the karate?
Yeah, when he was playing his PSP.
Towards the end of the season. But
no, he went to the last thing he talked about with karate was when he was on his PSP and Danny took it away.
Oh,
and he ordered a new one, and then And then when summer came, he was gone away at camp or something like that.
I mean, what's that car that Johnny had was such a sexy car.
Beautiful.
Oh,
I mean, I would die for. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that car being sold for like $1 million plus.
The Firebird. Oh yeah, the Firebird. Yeah.
Yeah, or even the one that he had with the Cobra Kai logo on it, and Back in Black was playing. I was like, beautiful.
Yeah.
Then he ends up smashing at it with a bottle, and it's the way that I don't know. I think it's the way that I know it's a really sad scene and whatnot, and William Zabka flipping nailed it in that scene. But when he's walking to the car and just the way he just dashes the keys, like, I'm done with you, bitch. Go.
Yeah, I know. He did that, and I was like, no. What are you doing? No,
not the car.
Take the car home. Take it home.
Yeah, forget the phone. Take the car.
On. You can't just leave that beautiful thing there. Like, I get you're upset. I get you're drunk, but you need to come to your senses and go back for that damn car.
You cannot leave that car.
Like, yeah, man. You need to think of that thing like as your child right now. Like, no, you're not leaving it behind.
Somewhere down the line, when you're finding money for your next bottle of scotch, you're just like, damn it, I could use the money from that car I sold. Damn it. Oh well. Shiver my timbers.
Do you remember when he's following Kreese in the car? And I'm just like, you've got a Cobra Kai car in broad daylight. You're literally 2 centimeters away from Kreese. How does he not know you're behind him?
I don't know. He must have been really focused on that walk.
Oh man.
Oh man. It's about time to be ending the stream soon. Is there anything, like a few more things you guys would like to talk about before we end the stream?
Pretty much covered most bases.
To be honest with you, I'm still thinking about Allie in the miniskirt and the sweater.
Well, then I would say we'll end the stream soon so you can have your fun, okay?
Just make sure you have the song playing in the background,
And pull an old school American Pie and have a tube sock.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be
tube sock?
Oh, Jim.
Oh, question.
Jim, I want to talk to you about masturbation.
Do you guys ever think that like Hilary Swank will ever like make an appearance? Because like,
yeah, that's a good point. Would they ever do anything with her ever again?
Dude,
like, that one movie was the only thing really with her.
I would like to see the redhead. Was it from Karate Kid 3? The one that went to go help him plant the tree back on the cliff.
Yeah, the girl that owned the farm shop. What was her name?
Yeah, I can't remember. But
damn, I can't remember.
I can see her face as plain as day, though.
Give me some Mariko from.
You remember when Daniel just necked the guy in the face? Straight up punched the guy.
Seriously. Oh man.
Surprised Mr. Miyagi never said to Daniel, just like, with all these girls, each like a girl after each movie. It's just like, Daniel-san, bit of a player, not gonna lie.
And now it's passing on to his daughter.
Daniel-san, you see what we've done? This is not Miyagi-Do.
Second rule, be one woman kind of man.
I mean, honestly, I think that Ellie will definitely be coming back. Like, let me just say this real quick, because Danny told his daughter about her. He didn't say her name or anything like that, but he told her about the story with him, Allie, and Johnny. So I think she definitely will be coming back just because of that.
Yeah. There's a theory out there that she's gonna fix Miguel.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, she is a doctor, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh.
The gang is really back all together then.
And let's be honest, the actress could do with the paycheck. I mean, it's Hollywood. Being honest.
Oh man.
Kids gotta eat.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We'll leave about 5:30.
Were you gonna go over there and eat, or
What's the point? They're gonna have pizza there.
Yeah. Well,
Fighting position?
supposed to, I guess.
About 5:30 or so.
All right. So I say we should wrap up the stream, and
It's a great stream.
maybe next week we'll reconvene. Hopefully at the same time.
Yeah,
That'd be
I'm
nice. That'd be nice. Yeah.
All
Thank you
right.
for
Yeah.
this.
That'd
Thank
be
you for
great. Of
this.
course. Of course. But
I'd be
first,
happy to.
I would like for you two to say a little bit about yourselves.
Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button.
Welcome
I
back,
hit that
Sensei
long.
Flip.
I'm
Taking
back until
lessons
say
from
bye.
Johnny, I think, innit?
What about buttons? I stepped away for a minute.
No, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to look at some shit on my editor, and I just hit the wrong button.
It happens. It happens.
Well, it's okay to look at shit, just don't touch it. Well, not without gloves, anyway.
Make sure you cover all
That is
bases.
fifth rule of Miyagi-Do.
So gross.
What's the third and the fourth?
If you want to know about handling poo, talk to Stig Kenobi.
I'm going to trust you on that one.
Stig Kenobi will tell you the proper procedures for handling poo, and wrapping it in a nice little blanket of snow, and throwing it at people. Yeah,
Nice.
It sounds like you
Intriguing.
made quite the impression.
Yeah, well,
I mean, if that's how you guys do out there in the States, I mean,
well,
guess we gotta go with the program.
Thanks,
No,
Hallmark.
Actually, Stig is a Norwegian, so that's at least at one time that's what they did for fun in Norway. So
Well, okay then.
you know,
Those Weegians.
Get them,
Check, please.
get on my
Oh,
Tuesday, dude.
So who wants to plug their channel first?
I'll go. It's Shellback TJC, aka on Hallmark Channel Jeremy, on YouTube and Twitter. Although I in the near future I am going to be going through conjoined twin separation surgery, and the Shellback will be separated from the Hallmark. But the good news is the Hallmark is not going away. He's just going to be chilling like a villain until it comes time to like do the Council of Jeremy's or some other stream like that. But I'm still gonna have Shellback as the name for the channel with the content and all that.
So what you're saying is you're going to go by a different name?
No, I'm going by the same name. I'm just separating the two.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's well, the whole reason I have that so many people got to know me as Hallmark is because I was kind of in a situation proper Jeremy was, like that was like my third name change, so I was kind of stuck with it for a while. And then so when I was able to put the show back on there, I did, but then I was like, well, so many people know me as Hallmark. I'll keep Hallmark on there for a while until people learn to associate both names with the same person, and then I'll separate them. And I think I'm in that safety area good enough to where I can do that.
You've in the past had one of the longest YouTube names, but I got you beat. We met somebody this morning. Her name is
Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a long one too.
Yeah, I saw that. I
Awful.
saw that tweet, on about new blood, and then I saw it was Laura, and I'm like, well, she's not new.
Yeah, it took me a while, but she
Seriously.
used to be something short story, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Laura short story.
Well,
That's right.
it was. Yeah, it was. Well, she's gone back and forth, like, because she has used the Ryan stole my fan fiction story before. So she's got a couple of phrases that she puts in there.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yep. I just get sometimes if people change their names without telling me, I'm like, oh, it's a new person. I don't even know.
What is this entity?
But yes, people, make sure to check out Shellback. He's an awesome YouTuber, funny guy.
Yeah.
Please
And
check him out.
if anybody is a patriot such as I am, they really need to go check out the video that I put out for the 4th of July. It's nice, lovely ladies dressed in American flag themed bikinis, set to the music of "The Stars and Stripes Forever" by John Philip Sousa.
Beautiful.
So,
I thought you were talking about football there for a minute, but yeah. I don't know sports.
So yes, go check out Shellback's channel and his latest video, or you will get a straight kick to the face.
Yep. Check out those scantily clad footballers.
yeah, right. Well, they do have things that are similarly shaped. But
Oh yeah. Hey, I like your melons, baby. Actually, I did see your video. I think you even commented on it. It was a very refreshing take on the 4th of July. Thank you.
Things are getting spicy for the pepper.
It's getting too spicy for the pepper.
I am a real American.
I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but I think that video would even make a Brit go, "Hey, all right."
Hey, he's right. We haven't even seen it. We're going, hey.
This guy.
You're like, forget God Save the Queen. Man, give me some of that.
What's that?
Who? Queen? What? Oh yeah, that person.
Oh, that person that sits there, like, claps for about 10 minutes and says nothing and just lives on all our money.
Yeah.
All right, who's gonna plug their channel next?
Apparently, I'm supposed to make a tea when she comes to my house. Like, no, I don't know you. Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just exactly how much is a pot of tea? Okay. Is that like a is that like a certain size cup or?
How much?
Like another word?
What in currency or how much like quantity? Like,
Yeah. No. Like
a liter?
Quantity. Like yeah. Is a spot of tea just like your standard little teacup?
Yeah, pretty much.
More or less. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
It's just a more like fancier way of saying it. Yeah,
Right.
that's what you'll see with like politicians. I'd say instead of saying, "Oh, I went to the bathroom," they'll say, "I took a trip towards the upstairs department to go into the lavatory." The reword just like that. The really long ass way around.
Well, my day is now complete. My day is now complete because I have heard a British person say lavatory.
God blimey, geezer, mate.
Feel free to use the lavatory.
Yeah.
God blimey, geezer, mate. What you sounding like?
Oh, God.
All right. Who's gonna plug their channel next?
Bruce Wayne.
Flipp.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Hey guys. I don't necessarily have a channel, but I am working on to have a channel like in the future. So it's gonna have like I'm planning to have like loads of kind of content. So like gaming content, you know, stuff like this. You know, talk about Cobra Kai. You know, just like nerdy stuff in general. So yeah, I am just hoping. Haven't thought of a name for it. It's still kind of in the works, but yeah. I mean, I am on Instagram, so like some of you guys out there can follow me. So I go on Instagram as Spider Tie, and yeah, you know, I got some wicked like cosplay pics up there, you know, from my days with Jacob, you know, going to Comic Con. So back in the day, even though it was like 3 weeks ago, but hey. Yeah, we're nerds, space cool. So yeah, hey, but yeah, I will have a channel coming up. I would like to say, maybe try working it out for maybe August,
I'll work
September.
with you on it. I'll help try and
Thanks,
get you
man.
started because man,
Thanks, man.
I need you on YouTube, man. You are one of a kind, man. I love you.
I try, but oh my god, buy me dinner first. Always butter me up to go on a date. Jesus Christ, like. But hey, thanks, buddy. I'm joking. I'm cool, buddy. But yeah,
I
guys.
love to watch a bromance blossom.
Oh, you'll find that me and this guy, man. Like, we'll have moments like that where I pay him a nice compliment, and you think it's all sweet. But every now and then in the videos when I do, it's like, "Hey, welcome back to this edition of the Geek Talk Society. I'm Jacob." Blah 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 blah. He'll go boo in the corner. We'll just start an argument for about 5 minutes.
That's awesome.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you might be seeing something from me in the future. But right now, I am with obviously Mr. Jacob on his channel or our channel at the Geek Talk. So, yeah, Jacob.
The question is, are you the evil Spider-Man?
Jesus Christ! Oh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen before me, if you want to know the context over there, we were at Comic-Con, we were lining up, and this lady turned to me. I was dressed as Miles Morales, like you can see in the picture, and she was just like, "Oh, are you the evil Spider-Man?" Now, firstly, I would have accepted Venom. I would have accepted that. Like, fair enough. You tried. But evil Spider-Man, what? What?
I don't know. I don't know,
He's
man.
not evil. He's just misunderstood.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, Miles Morales
He
didn't
just
have a good
doesn't.
upbringing. Like
He doesn't have control of the symbiote. That's all. Like,
He's in that stage. He's figuring things out.
So yes, everyone. In the future, possibly, Bruce Wayne will have his own channel. But for right now, make sure to check him out on the Geek Talk Society, or otherwise, you're gonna get a fucking kick to the face.
Oh yeah.
Little
yeah.
Kia.
And then I'll get you a body bag.
Yeah. Put him in a Johnny.
I'm going to face and bow to each of you. I have to make like a baby and head out like right now. So it was
Right,
it was a good stream. Good meeting the two new gentlemen. And
I see you, sir. I see you, my good fellow.
We'll talk to you in the near future.
Hey, Hallmark, how do you say goodbye to a German prostitute? Later, Hosen.
Right. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Hold on. Let me give that a minute to soak in. Yeah. All right. Bye.
His laptop moment. Oh man.
And he has been Hallmark.
But yeah,
you know, when he leaves, there should be like really nice music playing.
Yeah. When me and Ty do like the group videos on our channel, like there's maybe like 5 of us in the video, and they just all drop out like flies one after the other once we finish the video like officially. And me and Ty say one thing, we're just like, and then there
was 2. Like Thanos just snapped us all out. It was just like, oh no.
Have you guys seen the new Spider-Man? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Not yet. I'm going next Friday.
Oh, you can watch it on torrent service. It's a pretty good recording, but
they're called. I don't know if I should say this. Should I mention? Gosh, I'll wait. I don't want to spoil it for you, man.
Email him.
Go ahead.
Well, it's instead of the what do they call it? And they call one thing the snap, and the other thing they call the blip. Is that right? The blip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought that was interesting because it's sort of something new that they did, right? Like I don't remember hearing the blip before. Did you guys hear that before?
No.
No.
Well, there was no real particular reason. I just was thinking about how you said when they drop like flies and then they're like Thanos snapped. You know, but, I don't know. It's blip.
Maybe it's just young. Maybe it's just a young people thing, like blip, like. Yeah, because like I don't think obviously none of them knows really what happened because like none of them knew that the whole thing about Thanos or anything like that or like what really did happen to Tony Stark and all the other Avengers. So it's just kind of their way of thinking. Yeah, blip.
Not us. I mean, yeah, we've been going on our channel since like I'd always wanted to start it because I'd been watching like World Class Bullshitters at the time quite a lot, and I thought, damn, that looks like a lot of fun. So it was around October last year, and I just watched Venom with Stuart, who also appears on the channel, and another friend of mine. And then I thought, okay, right, we're gonna do this. We made it an official thing. So I recorded the first episode. You got me in there. Ty takes about 30 minutes to get in the stream because like we were all trying to figure it out. We're not on topic. It's just one big giant mess. And we're all just sat there like, what are we doing? What is this? What is life right now? And looking back, it was just like I look back on that first video we did, Ty, with such great memory. It's just such fun, and to see where we've come, and now we're collaborating with these two fine gentlemen and the Hallmark and all the people in the chat. It's great, it's great.
Well, I've always wondered how you do that. Like, how do you, like, I know that the Rant and General Katarn and I did a video, a stream once where I had music on my tablet and we put sounds into it and we had a blast that stream, but I want it to like be in stereo, like really be like a direct line in to have music or sound effects. I've always wondered how you would do that. Have you guys ever done anything like that?
Have we tried? I think we tried once. I'm not too sure how it actually went. I think it was
Buddy, I ain't got a Scooby Doo. You've probably got the better, idea than me, if I'm honest. Like,
I think it was maybe 5 or 6 months ago we actually tried something like that, but I don't think it went too well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just one of the things I ask everybody that I get a chance to be on with or whatever. But like if I can learn something, but if you guys haven't had much luck with it either, then oh well. But I think that would make streams so much more fun. And aren't the Hangouts about to go away?
Yeah, the Hangouts are going to disappear.
Yeah.
So like, what do we do?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard something about using another service. I can't remember the name of it.
what you do?
I mean, it's such a pain in the ass. When I start using it, it goes away.
For real.
You just got in the hang of it, and it's just like, oh.
There is a God. He hates me.
Yeah, I mean, I set the stream up.
Hangouts.
I set the stream up today.
Streamlabs,
all Hangouts and all that. Like I just set it up today, and the fact that it's gonna be going away, I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, it's not right. I mean, like they were saying something about the Streamlabs. Have you guys worked with Streamlabs?
No.
Ooh.
I know the program.
Right. I mean, I've heard of it too. I just see a while back, probably, I don't know, 2 months ago, I was doing a regular stream and then someone said, oh no, it's going away unless you have like 1,000 subs. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm fucked. Didn't even think that it was, I didn't even think to try. I didn't even think to try. I have really bad internet connection, or I did when I lived in my apartment anyway. So I guess it was just like, well, maybe somebody will figure it out. But now that this is going to happen, I'm wondering what it's going to end up being like. It's like this last 3 weeks or 2 weeks of July, everyone seems to be streaming, because it could be over.
I mean, there's too much of a business like in it to let it die out of like fully. I'm sure there's got to be someone who's going to come up with a way of doing it all.
Yeah,
I hope so, but I'm tired of them messing with us.
for sure, man.
It's like just like meet us halfway in it. Like stop like kicking us to the curb. We can help each other out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they're. I get that people are like there's some large YouTubers, and let's face it, YouTube has really stuck up their advertisers' ass. They just simply are, and they're kind of beholden to that almighty dollar at the moment. And if I'm really searching, I guess the answer is really right there in front of my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that aside, I've had a really awesome time with you guys. It was great to meet you guys, Bruce Wayne and Jacob. What was the name of your channel, Jacob?
The Geek Talk Society.
Awesome, man. DM me
great to meet
over.
you too.
Huh?
It was great to meet you too. Officially, yeah, it's great to meet both of you. Actually, I mean, I've interacted with you, the Rant, for a while now.
Yeah.
And it's great to meet you, Flipp, as well. Networking connections. And hello, Teresa, in the chat.
Is that Teresa Martin?
Sorry, Teresa. We're gonna be cutting the stream.
All right.
But yeah, it was. This was a really awesome stream. We'll definitely be doing this again. I would hopefully say next week.
Yeah.
Everyone, please make sure to check out the whole panel we had today. It was an awesome panel. Sub to them, follow them on Twitter. I know the Geek Talk Society, Jacob has Instagram, and Bruce doesn't have his own channel right now, but he has Instagram, so go follow him and stuff. And if you don't, you're gonna get kicked. Like
you're gonna get kicked, and you're gonna get a crane kick right to your face afterwards.
Like it's gonna be bad. It's going to be very bad.
Jacob's gonna get his baseball bat and just
But other than that, as always, YouTubers, y'all keep on writing and wait for the next episode.
And until